Yes, that was part of Walt Disney's Jungle Book. Now another chapter in the saga of General Hospital. Today, an unwelcome visitor.
Dr. Bywaters? Dr. Ferris here. I just read the results of the blood tests on Mrs. Murdoch. Yes, Melly's mother. And it's now quite clear why she's always maintained she's been faithful to her husband. Yes, I know he can't possibly be Melanie's father, but that's the whole point. The tests on Mrs. Murdoch have revealed that she can't possibly be the child's mother either. Yes? Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's just a very strange feeling. That's all I can tell you. It's a bit like when you've had too much to drink the night before. You feel sort of guilty about something and you can't pin down why.
Well, if one thing's certain is that worrying and vague feelings of guilt won't help bring your memory back.
Well, you said it'd be only temporary, Doctor, last an hour or two. This is going on longer than you expected, isn't it?
Well, frankly, yes.
Well, what happens? I mean, what happens if there's no sign of my remembering again?
Then I think we may need the help from a psychiatrist.
A psychiatrist? I thought my loss of memory was due to a bang on the head.
Oh, amnesia can have a variety of causes, but they needn't necessarily be physical.
I don't get you, Doctor. I want to remember who I am. I'm not putting it on.
Yeah, well, we're not suggesting that you are, but what Dr. Smith is saying is that, well, sometimes if a man has problems, then amnesia is the easy way out.
And the other thing, too, of course, is that whilst the original cause may have been physical, but a psychiatrist may well be able to lead you back onto the track again, so to speak.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come down to that. Maybe the police will come up with something to jog my memory.
Yes, well, that's the strange thing. The police have no missing person report that remotely fits you.
Oh, God, they ought to have come up with something by now.
You would have thought so.
Unless nobody's missed me. I mean, not enough to report it to the police.
Oh, there could be a number of explanations.
Well, it makes you think of it, doesn't it, Doctor? I mean, what sort of person am I? A bloody hermit or something? Everybody's got somebody.
Yes, well...
Except me, it seems.
As I said, it's pointless worrying. Worse than pointless. Try and get some rest, and we'll be back later.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Hello,
nurse. You on this ward?
Oh, no, I'm in surgical. But I just dropped in to bring you this. It's the local paper. I thought it might remind you of something, you know, trigger off your memory.
Oh, yes, I suppose it could. Thanks.
Nurse Hardy, I take it you have not yet been permanently transferred to this ward?
No staff?
Then I suggest you run along back to surgical. Ah, you've got a paper.
Yes, the nurse just brought it.
How kind. Look, what I suggest is that after I've finished off one or two things, we go through the paper together.
Right, in case it brings anything back.
Of course. But that was my idea. And it was a very good idea, too. Now, come along, Laura.
Bye, nurse. Thanks for the paper.
Oh, very neat.
What was?
Pulling rank. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Just a timely reminder.
I think it's disgraceful taking advantage of a patient like that. I mean, he may have a wife and 6 children and a huge mortgage, remember?
Yes, or he may be a high...